Hello, I'm Tom King with Callicrate Banders, and the banders are made in St. Francis, Kansas. And it's a company that's been around for over 20 years. We have the original Callicrate Bander that was made over 20 years ago, and then it went through some evolution and became the SMART Bander as the tension indicator was added and other applications were developed for the use of it. But it's generally used to delay castration or wait till the cattle get to be a little older age and take some benefit of their natural growth hormones instead of an early castration and putting in a synthetic hormone. This is the original Callicrate Bander, except this is the latest version of it with the tension indicator, which is this peg in this slot. And we tighten it and wrap this rubber around the spool till the peg comes back and touches the slot. And on this one, the bands come all prepared, and we put them in the bander with the seam side up on the clip. And that's important because we get a better crimp when the seam is up. If you have the seam side down, there's a chance for some back slippage. So put it in there, put the button in the band from underneath, hold the clip in with your thumb, and then pull that to full size. Put everything but your little finger in there is one of the best ways. Pull it down over the heel of your hand, and then drop a couple bars on the side of the chute, reach in behind the animal that way, have your thumb in the loop, pull the band out and pull it up around the scrotum. When we do this, we have a dummy here we'll practice on a little bit. What we do is get a hold of the scrotum from the top and the side, not from underneath. If you try from underneath, then you're pushing everything away from you. So get a hold of it from the top and the side, have your thumb in the loop, pull it down and up and around, and it's ready to go. And then we would ratchet it and wind that around the spool till this peg touches the back of the slot. Should be able to have any one of them done in 20 to 30 seconds. And now this one with the metal clip, we need to crimp the clip so we can retain the tension. And we'll push the crimping lever down until it stops good and hard. And now we're going to cut it away from the bander, and we have a cutter we call the Callicrate cutter. And it's like an ear tag cutter, except it's closer together and cuts quicker. And you always want to use this cutter and not a knife or a scalpel or scissors, because it'll knock those out of your hand. Pull it through at the spool and cut them both at once, and it's done. And that's the Callicrate SMART Bander. We also make the larger loop for it that we call the Prolapse loop, that you can use for amputating uterine prolapses, rectal prolapses, tumors or abscesses or any large tissue mass. And then we made the WEE Bander, which is a bander for banding baby calves or lambs or goats, but it's a high tension bander instead of using the elastrator or the little green Cheerios, which cause a percentage of incomplete castrations and cause quite a bit of stress on the animal. So what we do is turn the hook on the rod till it's vertical. Tension is a direct pull with your hand, and the target is this yellow mark. And so we want to pull it back to that and then release it, and it'll self-release. We stick this on the nose of the bander like that and get it caught on the hook. Turn it over, and with your thumb hold the lever in so those pegs stay straight up and down. And then this little stretcher tool comes with it. Use the stretcher tool to help you stretch those out over those pegs. If you can see, it's limited in size. So it's only good for calves up to about 6 weeks of age, or lambs or goats. We'll band a pin here, put it on a pin, and that'll let you see how it works. You get the scrotum through the band, and then push the lever off with your thumb, and when you let it go, you've got them captured. You know what's in there. If you did miss something, it's not tight yet. You could still adjust. Now we'll pull the tension to it, and we'll pull back to that yellow mark, and then just open your hand, and it self-releases, and it's done. Next bander they came up with is the PRO Bander, and it's another version of the SMART Bander. It's another bander for doing larger animals. The difference is it's all aluminum, it's lighter, a little more compact, and there's a self-catching clip on the band itself, and that eliminates the crimping process. So in this one, we fit that on the nose of the bander, and use the pull strap and hook it onto the band. Put a little tension on that bander, on that strap, and then the application is exactly the same. Put it on your everything but your little finger in there, or thumb and little finger in like that. One thing that's kind of nice about this is it doesn't have to be restricted to go through the clip, so it's a little easier on your hand. That's one thing that I like about it. So what we'll do is the same thing as we did with the other one, only this one, the tension indicator is back here. This moves back to this silver ring. It's easy to see because you can see it in a full 360 degrees. And we'll tighten that exactly the same as we did the other one. And you can go just as fast as you did with the other one. And as that approaches, what we're going to have is the same tension as we had with the SMART Bander, and that's about 85 pounds tension. Now at this point we don't need to crimp it, we'll just use the same cutter, and we're going to cut it right at the spool, and this requires that you absolutely cut it right at the spool and cut them quick, because it takes the energy of this rubber slamming forward to lock that clip good. So what we'll do is just cut them both at once, and that's the use of the Pro Bander. We also make, with that one, we make the larger band that we call the Prolapse band. So you can use that also on those larger tissue masses. Those are the main products that we have for the Callicrate Banders. We'd be glad to show you anything. You can get a hold of us at callicratebanders.com and watch our videos. You can see instructions on how to do all those things, and you can find all of our distributors on that website.